What's good, y'all? Rich Sosa coming back at y'all with another video today. And before we get started, I gotta go ahead and give thanks to the most real, praise to above all high. Thank God King Jesus for another day and another opportunity. So if you clicked on today's video, as you can see from the looks of the title and the screen, today I'm bringing y'all a very special, rare build and one of the best NBA players of all time. Now this one, it's going to be the endgame small forward version, 3-level threat, and I'm also naming this one the 3-level Reaper build. Now as far as for this one today, I'm telling you it's going to remind me exactly of Kevin Durant. And when it comes towards the attributes, we'll be able to reach a 99 plus when it comes towards the driving dunk, post control, mid-range, 3-point shot, and stamina. Now this is absolutely one of the most badged out builds, coming in at 67 badges. And when it comes towards the animations, we're going to get a lot of the upgraded layup packages, pro contact dunks, and upgraded dribble animations. Now this is absolutely one of the most fun builds to play on offensively. And when it comes towards the defensive side, you're definitely going to be able to hold your own against bigger defenders. Now look, I just want to say thank you so much for those of you who came through. And this is easily going to be one of the top builds that you can make and rank as of an offensive position. So before we move any further, if it's your first time coming through, be sure to hit that sub button if you're new. Smash that like button, turn on post notifications to be a part of the Rich family. And last but definitely not least, comment down TG for thank God and where you're tuning in from, and I'll be sure to directly message back to you. So let's get started by first putting this build under the small forward position. As for that, when it comes to the height, we're going to go with 6'10". Getting into the weight, drop this to 210. And then as for that wingspan, let's go with 6'11". Now that's going to open up the floor when it comes towards the shooting. And to be like Kevin Durant, you have definitely got to be the best shooter on the floor at all times. Now from the gameplay, you're going to be able to do a lot more than just that. So when it comes towards this build, the first area that's going to be the most important to me is going to be our physicals. Let's go with a 75 when it comes to the speed. Getting into the acceleration, let's go with a 68. As for that strength, I'm going to go with a 74. And then as you can see, when it comes towards that vertical, let's go with a 75. Now moving into that stamina, I'm going to go with a 95. And this right here is what we should be looking like potentially so far. Now remember, if you're doing your Gatorade facility workouts or hit a certain rep, you'll be able to get a +4 when it comes towards this area. So we're going to read a 99 stamina, 79 when it comes towards the vertical, 78 for the strength, 72 for the acceleration, coming in with a 79 speed. Now absolutely, this build shows much faster from the gameplay, especially for the speed and the aspect of the defensive end. I think this build is going to be perfect. So the first area that I do want to get into is going to be the playmaking. As for that pass accuracy, let's go with a 77. Getting into the ball handle, I'm going to go with a 75. And then as you can see, when it comes towards the speed with the ball, this is completely optional, but I'm going to go with a 70. Now as you can see, my favorite badge right here, Hall of Fame Big Driver. You also get bronze blow by, hyper drive with silver, triple strike. Now for the ball handle, a little bit more of the same, bronze unpluckable, gold physical handles, handles for days, killer combos, and silver triple strike once again. Now when it comes towards the pass accuracy, you get silver break starter, dimer, relay passer with special delivery, then you get bronze touch passer and needle threader. Now already for a good start on the playmaking side, keep in mind you do get most of the pro dribble animations that are needed. And for a 6'10 build, I move pretty shifty, and I'm going to be real, this is absolutely everything you need when it comes towards the playmaking. I don't think we need any more when it comes towards animations. So from the defensive perspective, I'm going to go ahead and put my interior up to a 61. Getting into the perimeter, I'm going to go with a 74. And then as you can see for that steal, let's go with a 73. Now if we move into the block, this is completely optional, but I'm going to go with a 78. And then to wrap everything up on the rebounding, let's go with an 81 for the defensive. Now you can leave the offensive as is, but as for these badges, we get silver box out beast, pogo stick, bronze rebound chaser, getting into the block, bronze anchor, silver chase-down artist, pogo stick once again. For that steal, we get 3 bronze badges, glove, interceptor, and right stick ripper. Then for the perimeter, bronze challenger, workhorse, ankle braces, pick dodger, and silver off-ball pest. And then for the interior, we get 2 badges that we already have, but I'm telling you, these are going to make a huge difference. Now on the defensive side, I would say when it comes to guarding post scores, I really think you have an advantage because of the speed. Now not only that, but these physicals are pretty balanced, especially once you do your workouts. Take into account adding boosts and activating your takeover. I think that's going to make this build even better, especially elite on the defensive side. So from here, let's go ahead and check out what we can do when it comes towards the finishing. Getting into that post control, I'm going to go with an 85. As for that standing dunk, let's go with a 52. Getting into the driving dunk, I'm going to go with an 87. And then as you can see, when it comes towards that driving layup, I'm going to go with an 80. Now as for that close shot, let's go with a 71. And this right here is what we should be looking like. You get Brown's fast twitch, smasher, post fade phenom, silver fearless finisher, dream shake and hook specialist, spot finder with whistle, gold giant slayer, and Hall of Fame pro touch. Now for that driving layup, keep in mind, you're also going to unlock most of the layup packages. With that being said, you get silver slithery, acrobat, gold aerial wizard, bunny, float game, giant slayer, scooper, and then also silver whistle. Now for the Hall of Fame badges, it's spin cycle, 2-step, and pro touch. Now I'm telling you, these badges are pretty nasty for this build. You've already seen from the gameplay what we can do on the interior. And then for the actual driving dunk, you get silver posterizer, precision dunker, aerial wizard to pair it up with, 2-step, spin cycle. These badges are completely one of the most dominant that I've seen for this kind of build. Now remember, you can always make any type of changes and adjustments, but with this build, I think we have everything we need: the contact dunks, the pro dribble moves, the elite post scoring animations. Now let's wrap everything up with the shooting. Remember, you gotta be the best shooter on the floor at all times if you're gonna be running a KD build. So let's go ahead and put that mid-range shot all the way up to a 90. As for when it comes to the 3-pointer, move this all the way up to an 85. And then when it comes towards that free throw, let's go with a 75. As for the 3-pointer, we get silver whistle, spot finder, a little bit more up the line. You get gold blinders, catch and shoot, corner specialist, deadeye, claymore, green machine, guard up, a few others when it comes to space creator. Also Hall of Fame comeback kid, open looks. One of my favorite badges has definitely got to be these bronze. Agent 3 and limitless range. And to wrap everything up when it comes towards that mid-range, we're going to get gold mini magician. Now for this build, something that I think everybody should take into account. If you activate your takeover, that's easily a +10. Buying your own boost, another +4. If you wear boosts that come from the attributes and gear, that's going to be another +1 to 3. Add up everything, and that's easily a +10 to 17 on this build. Keep in mind, there's also performance boosts. Just something that I did want to throw out to y'all. Now, I'm really happy for the results of this build. We get 7 Hall of Fame badges, 18 gold, 18 silver, with a total of 24 bronze. So from here, let's go ahead and move forward to make sure that we got the correct build name. Now look, I love the comparison of Michael Porter Jr., probably the closest comparison of Durant in today's game and age. And as y'all can see together, we have created the endgame small forward, also known as the 3-level threat. Now this has absolutely been one of my favorite builds to use this year, especially when it comes towards being dominant all around. This build packs everything and more that you need. Plays exactly like Kevin Durant, so I don't think you can get much better than this. I'll be real, I just want to say thank you so much for your support if you made it to the very end. If you want a part 2 of strictly gameplay of Kevin Durant, let's get this video to 100 likes and I promise to do so. However, before we get out of here, if it was your first time coming through, be sure to hit that sub button if you're new, smash that like button, turn on post notifications to be a part of the Rich family, and last but definitely not least, I got one last thing to say. Rich out.